Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. If you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Kim Dent. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator for almost 23 years next month. And I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, which is a suburb of St. Louis. We live in St. Louis County. For those of you who are tuning in on YouTube, if you found me at my YouTube channel, Stamping with Kim Dent, please say hello and leave a comment. Let me know. I love finding out where everyone is from. And if you would be so kind to like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Hello, everyone. Say hello if you're joining me live on my Facebook channel. Or I'm trying something new tonight, so I hope it doesn't go squirrely. I'm trying to also be live on my Stamping with Kim Dent business page, so I hope it doesn't mess things up. So if you found me on my business page, Stamping with Kim Dent, or you found me, or you're a member of my stamping community on Facebook, please say hello, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, because I love finding out if you like my cards or if you have questions about anything that I make. I'm more than happy to reach out to you and answer your questions. If you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you would like our brand new 2024-2025 annual catalog, I would be happy to pop one of those in the mail to you. It is wonderful. I always get excited at this time of year. Well, actually before this time of year, when Stampin' Up is getting ready to bring out new merchandise. Stampin' Up is the very best at providing us with coordinating stamp pads and cardstock and markers and alcohol markers and all sorts of ribbons and embellishments that coordinate with our products, along with the stamp sets. So and the dies that coordinate and the embossing folders. There's just so much good stuff. But one of the things that I think is the best part about Stampin' Up, it is so different than when you order from an online company. You don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator here answering your questions, helping you figure out what colors look best when you want to create a Christmas card or a holiday card or a birthday card. So that's what I'm here for. So please, please reach out to me. I am more than happy to, like I said, pop a catalog in the mail to you, or if you have questions about anything that I make or about something that you see in our catalog, that's what I'm here for, and I love my job. So hello, everyone. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. I got this done, gosh, it's been probably almost 2 months ago, but since my last live, Rick and I were able to attend the Stampin' Up incentive trip, which I earned last year. So you earn it and then you attend it the following year. So we just got back from Riviera Maya. Actually, it was April 29th through May 4th. We were down in a whole bunch of beautiful, it just was gorgeous. The water, the palm trees. We were at a resort, an all-inclusive resort called I believe it's Eshkaret. I know I'm not saying it correctly, but just so good. I told my friends that we spent more time in the pool than I think we have on any other trips that I say we, because I could not do this without Rick, that we have earned. On many of the trips, when you go to France and Italy and Spain and Greece and Thailand, you're so busy sightseeing that we come back from the vacation feeling like we need a vacation, because you never know like when the next time you'll be able to have the opportunity, or if you'll ever have the opportunity to visit some of the places that we have been on the Stampin' Up incentive trips. And that this trip even though we have never been to Mexico before, it was truly our most relaxing vacation. It was wonderful. So, Kathy, my hair, being out in the sun, I do think I came back and it looks lighter to me than when I left, which is fun. It's fun for the summer. I've never had highlights in my hair. And so it was fun to get them done for the summer, and the cut is different also. So I appreciate you noticing. Thank you. All right. Let me see. I have a whole lot to share with you, but my internet is not playing nice tonight. Oh, here, let's see if I'm back. Girls, I hope I make it through this. And Rick is not here. He is watching, he's off watching, I think some high school boys that attend Ladue High School where he works. I think him and another friend are watching them play baseball. And so he is, my techie guy. And so I lost internet like at 6:30 and I'm like, what am I going to do? So let's hope that we get through this. Oh, yep. Okay, I'm back. Yay. All right. Oh, and I see, hello, Lynn. Hello, Mary. I can see, and I have a big screen in front of me, so I can see um, all of you, your names going by. So hi, Denise. I know there's probably more that I missed. So I want to share with you first, in case I lose the internet connection, Stampin' Up. First of all, on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, May 21st, whether you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or you are one of my customers, hi Murph, it's always exciting when Stampin' Up! Offers free shipping. So on Tuesday, if you place an order that is $75, that's before tax, you will get free shipping. The one thing that I wanted to point out to all of you is if you and a girlfriend want to combine your orders, as long as the orders it hits $75 between you and your girlfriends, you're going to get free shipping. So that is Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, May 21st. That's the first thing that I want to tell you about. The second thing I want to tell you about is we are almost to the end of this month. Some of you have heard me talk about it, but Stampin' Up! At the beginning of May released a starter kit promotion, and I'm actually gonna flip my laptop over so I've got a flyer I want to show you. So it is an amazing special. The one thing that I tell all of the girls who join my team, most of the girls on my team are their own best customers. They don't do what I do. They don't do big classes. They might do some classes with one or two of their friends, but for the majority of the girls on my team, which now I'm over 40 girls, they do it just to get the discount. Hello, Chris. Hello, Peggy. And the special right now is so good. I've had girls say we've never seen one this good before. So it started on May 1st. It ends on May 31st. The one thing that I want to make sure that I tell you, which I will always give credit to my friend Sandy Amon, who I think is watching. Sandy, when she joined my team, she said, Kim, so we start out, when you join my team, you get a 20% discount on everything in the catalog. But Sandy was the one who made the light bulb go off in my brain. She asked me if Stampin' Up! Runs like, let's say, a sale that you get 40% off of an item. Like, think back to the last chance product list. When we were retiring items, some of those items were 60% off. On top of that 60%, we still get the 20% discount. And it starts at 20% and then it goes up with your sales. So the other thing that I want to tell you or share with you before I flip my camera around is, if you would join today, we do have a quarterly minimum. The quarter is, we're in the middle of a quarter. So because we're in the middle of the quarter, Stampin' Up! Says you don't, as a new demonstrator, you don't have to fulfill your quarterly minimum until the end of your first full quarter. So we are in, let's see, let me say that I always have to do this, January or March, April, May, June. So that we're in the middle of the April, May, June quarter. July, August, and September would be the first full quarter that you would be in. You would not have to have your quarterly minimum in. You would be an active demonstrator without placing any orders actually till October 31st, because they give you a grace month. If you don't get your, it's $300 in within that full quarter. If at that time you decide, I'm enjoying the starter kit, but that's all I wanted, you just go inactive. And Stampin' Up lets us join and rejoin as many times as we want. You can join, you don't have to be in St. Louis to join my team. Kathy is a perfect example of that. Kathy is my long distance team member who tunes in every Sunday, and she is in North Dakota. So she's actually I have some girls in Illinois, which is right next to us in Missouri, but I just want you to know that if you found me online and you would like to be a part of my team, I'd love to have you. So let me swing my camera around. And I'm going to get this flyer to show you not only for $99, you get to pick $129 worth of product. That's Stampin' Up Standard Starter Kit Special. It ships to you absolutely for free. But this month till May 31st, this is the special. So hold on. So the starter kit special is you get $82 additional dollars in free merchandise. You would get all 5 of the new ink pads. You would get an assorted pack of the 8.5 by 11 in color cardstock. You would get all of the 5 markers, and I believe it's 48 sheets of the 6 by 6 in color DSP. That's in addition to whatever you want when you pick your starter kit, the items for your starter kit. So if you're interested, this special goes till May 31st. And then to join, you can go to my website, kimdent.stampinup.net, and you would hit the Join the Fun button. So that's my spiel. That's my little commercial. Free shipping, new catalog, and then the starter kit special. So, all right, the next thing I'm going to show you is, which I'm very excited about. If you came to my stamp classes last weekend, you heard me talk about our trip, but then you also heard me talk about how when I go on the Stampin' Up incentive trips, we swap cards, and it's a little different than swapping cards when we go to like a convention. When we go to a convention, I'm holding my cards and I walk up to other demonstrators and I say, would you swap with me? And they always say yes. That's one beautiful thing about Stampin' Up demonstrators. And then, but when we go on these trips, Stampin' Up employees do the work for us. So what I did before the trip, I made 26 of the same card, and then I dropped them off on the first day of the trip, and then came back 2 days later, and I got this whole delightful bag of 25 different cards. I'm only showing 5 today, from demonstrators from all around the world. And aren't they gorgeous? Oh my goodness. So I want to share, this is from my friend Margie Biesecker, and she's in California. She is an amazing demonstrator. And this, my friend Vicki, we are trying to figure out what the name of this is. And Vicki, I want to show something. I told Vicki I had made a card like this. Actually, Margie stepped it up. This is actually out of one piece of cardstock. I think I'm going to have to contact her. And then she cut, so she's cut it, and scored it, but then she cut in, like when I've made these cards, this is a separate panel that I would tuck behind this layer. Marcy cut this in. So this is one piece of thick cardstock, and then she's layered Petal Pink, or no, sorry, Pretty in Pink. That's the new one. And Summer Splash. And this is a whole bunch of, this is Spotlight on Nature, and then the coordinating dies. Isn't that beautiful? And the one thing I want to point out to you, this is ribbon that's in our catalog. Look at that beautiful little bow. That's a double bow. Ah. And I have a bow maker. I need to, because I could not make pretty bows like this with, I like tying bows with ribbon, but I could not do this. Look how sweet that stinking thing is. Ah, all right. This one, I don't know who made this card. Um, this one is a buckle card. So it goes like this. This is with another, there you can see that butterfly from Spotlight on Nature. And this is a new embossing folder, which I don't know the name. This DSP is Unbounded Beauty. There's some more of the Spotlight on Nature dies, which I adore. One thing I want to point out on this, which I think is so delightful, she stamped the butterfly and then she's got it popped up. I don't know why. It just looks so realistic to me. But I think she stamped this on top, I'm almost positive she did, on top of DSP. The Unbounded Beauty DSP has a piece that looks like that. So she has not colored that, I don't believe. I think she just stamped on top of DSP. So clever. And it's called a buckle card. Dun, 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 dun. All right, the next one, oh my goodness, girls, look at this beauty. So this is from a French, and I love this part of it. This is from a French demonstrator who lives in Normandy, France, Marie Christine, I'm not sure, I'm going to say Pelletier. And you can see, I don't know how to say that, but extraordinaire, I could say. This is done with stencils. So there is a stamp set in the catalog that has, like, she just stamped the outline, and then we have stencils. So she's layered stencils and used the blending brush on top and multiple times. I think there might be 4 or 5 stencils to create this beautiful, so no coloring. Don't think you've got to get out your alcohol blends, but isn't that beautiful? And then dimensionals behind there. This one is, I believe we call this a center step card. Look at how fun this is. This demonstrator, her name is Heather, and look, the songbird, like I'm the St. Louis stamper. I need to get a little handmade stamp that says handmade by Kim, St. Louis stamper, with a little arch right there, don't you think? But there's her personalized stamp. This is made from the, what is it called? It's the Xenia. It's online along with the beautiful Xenia paper. And Heather did color these all in. So can you imagine making 25 of those? Didn't she do a great job? So this one, some people have asked me, would you put your message here? Or I've done it where I put a white panel here, and then this is where I would write. But if you want just happy birthday or a short message, I would go on the inside. And this is a pretty easy card to make. I've made this before. And then this one is made with the stamp set. This is a good, we made cards with it. I'll show you my cards from stamp class. This is called the stamp set. It's just a stamp set, Under the Moon. And then this, I'm not sure if this is deckled rectangles. There's that ribbon that Marcy used. It's like white with silver. And then this looks like Pumpkin Pie and Night of Navy. And then this is a stamp set, which I love the font. It's an online stamp set as well. So girls, take a look at online. You're missing if you don't go to my, I mean, you're missing out if you don't head over. I think Stampin' Up! Every other month is coming out with new online merchandise. And then the following month, they would come out with a kit. So this is 5 cards that I got on the trip. I'm going to be showing 5 every week. I love these. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. If you have any questions about those, just give me a holler. The cards that we made at stamp class, there's that Under the Moon. And this is a Z fold. Isn't that fun? And this, I got the idea, the inspiration, it was from a swap. Let's see, I don't know if here it is. This is the swap that I got from Karina Chen. And I think she's in Canada, but I'm not sure. So this was this is how I made this. I love how we all share. This had DSP. That's that I believe it's the in color DSP. She used, this is Cajun Craze, and then a little bit of that pink, petal pink ribbon. but I got the inspiration from Karina. So this one I use, this is it's one of our new embossing folders, which I thought kind of looked like water. It's called So Swirly. And then I did not use the ribbon, but I stamped, you can see there's clouds in the set, which I can never have too many cloud stamps. And I haven't stamped a message on the inside, but I have a feeling this will be probably a masculine birthday card. So there's that one. This one, I got the inspiration from another swap card. This is from Natalie Travis. And I think I copied it just exactly the same, kind of like a cake recipe. Sometimes I make them my own, like this one, changed it up a little bit. And sometimes they're just so good the first time around. So look at how beautiful this is. This is done Spotlight on Nature, and all we did was stamp it in Misty Moonlight. The DSP is, I believe it's Country Lace. There's some new sequins that are, or maybe we've had them, but aren't they beautiful? That's like so pretty. So beautiful, shimmery, and then so simple. And this is a gatefold card. So, and then Wink Stella, I think you can probably see on there. This one, oh, let me show you this one first, because this probably is my favorite. Dun, dun. This is from a stamp set that's in there, the brand new one. It's called Heartfelt Hugs, and it has all sorts of cute little critters. This embossing folder, can you see it? It's called Cute Crochet. This DSP is part of Unbounding Love. And then I purchased off of Amazon, that's a wobble. But many of my Stampin' Up! Friends that came to class, they were like, you know, Kim, you can make those with like a really, you can make a wobble on your own, like with a really fine type of wire. So if you want, get creative, girls. I guess you just spin it or curl it on a pencil. And stick it, I think, with a dimensional, but it was just easier for me to buy them off of Amazon and then sending birthday hugs. The colors on here are so fun. And this is another one that was inspired by a swap on the trip. This is Petunia Pop and Summer Splash. And then I colored the little, we couldn't decide what this was. We were calling it, some people said gerbil, hamster, guinea pig. Cozy, our barista at Higher Grounds, she said, Miss Kim, it's a rodent. So I'm going with rodent, but it's an adorable little rodent. So if you love little critter cards, check out Heartfelt Hugs. That's in the annual catalog. And then this is a Kim creation. This is just one that this is a hybrid embossing folder. Girls, this is like, it just blows me away every time I do it. See the sand dollars? Don't they look real? So there is a stamp, die, and embossing folder. And I didn't use the stamps on the sunflowers. And now the name of the stamp set's leaving me. Let me see. I've got a tip sheet here. And I'm going to show you it when we make our, this is what I create, girls, when you come to class. I have these on every table. There you can see Heartfelt Hugs, gerbil hamster card. Under the Moon, where's it at? Seaside Wishes. So you can find Seaside Wishes, the sand dollar card, or Seaside Wishes. This is my sand dollar card. You can find it on page 73 of the annual catalog. And then there you can see the colors of the cardstock and the pages. And then I do tips and then basic measurements for the card base. So this is something that I've been doing, I'm going to say probably almost a year. And it really helps the stampers when they come to stamp class. But it also helps me because the older I get, the harder it is for me to remember all the names of the stamp sets. So if you love this, check it out. It's especially, oh my goodness. I mean, I used to say if you live by the beach or if you like the ocean, but this, isn't that beautiful? It just looks so real. A little bit of stamping, and then you absolutely made my day. That could be in all sorts of, you know, thank you, or anyway, that's a verse that is in the stamp set Seaside Wishes. And then the last card is the card that I want to make for you today. This one is a little bit different than the one that we did in class. It's only different because I added, these are industrial trinkets, which come, I think you get 40 in a container for, I want to say $8.50. So the one thing about them is it does add a little bit of weight to a card. I want you to know that they are metal. So I probably wouldn't be, oh, unless it was a very special person, but I probably wouldn't be mailing this. And I would probably be handing my honey this card. It says, Happiest Father's Day. You're the best, plain and simple. So Mr. Rick, I hope he's not watching. He's at the baseball game. So this is a card I'm going to make for you. If you have any questions about any of these cards or the swap cards that I received, just let me know, and I'm happy to answer your questions. All right, I'm going to pull out the kit. We're going to start out with a Knight of Navy card base. This is 4 1/4. Let me pull this down a little bit. 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. So it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then I knew I'd be gabbing tonight, so it's I didn't bring out my scoreboard, but 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and that is what makes the book. This is called a book binding. I don't think I said that. The book binding card. And then the next thing that you need is you need a piece of, Take to the Sky DSP, and I'll show you the pack. It's beautiful. Take to the Sky DSP 4x4, and then even the flip side. I decided I'm going to use the clouds tonight to add a little bit of color. It looks like that's Misty Moonlight. And then you need inside, this is your basic white inside 4x4. So it really is so easy to make, girls and guys who are watching. 4x4 on the inside, a piece of 4x4 on the outside. You need a piece of Misty Moonlight, 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then the white that goes on top of it is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then this is what I use to stamp my plane, the airplane, the vintage airplane, 2 1/2 by 4, or a scrap of smoky slate, or any color that you wanted that would coordinate. And then this is Take to the Sky DSP. It's this piece right here, and it is 1 inch by 4 inches. So that's your kit. Oops, lost this. And here's your envelope. We're going to stamp on that because we're going to get it ready to have for Father's Day. I need a couple of these. All right. I want to show you, let's see. I started out by saying the Adventurous Sky, the bookbinding card, plain card. You can find it on page 36 and 37. The Take to the Sky, that's what we're using. Knight of Navy, Smoky Slate, and Basic White. Here's my tip. Make sure you add a little extra glue to the bookbind so it will stay closed when opening and closing. And let's see. This is the next card. I'm getting all confused. That's the next card, Spotlight on Nature. So that was another card we made, that blue one that was Natalie Travis's. All right, I want to show you the stamp set in case you don't have a catalog. There it is. I love cloud stamps. Adventurous Sky, there's the vintage plain. Somebody asked me on last week, they were like, what is this? And I'm like, I have no idea. I don't know if it's like a grid or part of the plane, but I'll show you the DSP. And the words, you always lift me up, to my friend. I love that because there have been times when you need a teeny tiny for a card, to my friend. Isn't that sweet? So always think out of the box, don't limit yourself to when you pull out this stamp set that you've got to use. Make sure you, remember that you've got all sorts of word sets that can be used like this. I'll be using for a very long time. Always the word set. I always hang on to stamp sets that have images plus words. So, and this also has a coordinating die set, which the only one we're using out of the set is this one. which coordinates with that. It's a quick and easy card. Oh, the DSP I wanted to show you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this I love. Girls, look at this. So smart. This can be, oh, that's as far as my camera will go up. Look, you could cut these out individually and make tags. These pieces can be used, you know, individually by themselves. Our scrapbookers love these type of, you know, it's a 12 by 12, but then you can cut it down and use the pieces. Here's the flip side, which is like a map. Reminds me kind of like, you know, doesn't it remind you like of World War II kind of? Very old vintage. This one, and then on the flip side, see, I love this. So that looks like copper clay, and can be used, you know, long after I'm done making my playing cards. And then same with this one, another map. That's Mossy Meadow. But look, when you need just kind of a, you know, that's just like a texture background, Night of Navy. And then more plains, but on the flip side, there's that kind of funny grid. And then this is the piece that I'm using tonight, the clouds, which look how many, you can use these for all sorts of different cards. And then a smoky slate plaid background. This one, I love these. I love the color. Copper clay, Night of Navy. So there you go. Oh, and flip side. Isn't this one weird? I'm sure this is like a map also. But cut it down or use little pieces, and it's great to use for a layer on a card. You don't, you know, doesn't have to be connected to the plain set. So I love DSP like this. So here we go. I want to show you how quick it is to bring together this card. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Oop. All right. I'm going to bring in my bone folder. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Well, here's one. So here are my pieces. And take these off. I had my take your pick. I thought I'm going to be all ready tonight. So I'm going to fold it in half. There's that 5.5 mark. And give it a good crease. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, thank you for all the care. This is where I talked about I'm going to add in a little bit of extra adhesive because it's a movable card. I don't want it to come apart. So there's that, and it folds back on itself. I'm going to bring in this little piece of 1 by 4. Goes right there. And then what else can we do? This one, I'm using the clouds, which is different than on my sample, but this one makes also pretty background. And then I need my Misty Moonlight. And the reason I chose Misty Moonlight is because it coordinates with the DSP. So this is going to go down flat and in the center. And then I'm going to bring out my stamp. So with this one, we're just going to stamp the clouds and the message in Night of Navy. There's my bone folder. I put it in here. So this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I need the Night of Navy ink pad. There we go, Night of Navy. And this is kind of a big stamp, so you know, I stamp more like this, girls and guys, stampers. I have a tendency just so I'm hitting everything and getting all of it. This goes right here. Set that to the side. And then my piece of smoky slate, this is 2.5 by 4 or a scrap. Oh, wait, the word. I'm going to do another Happy Father's Day. And that's going to go down in this corner. It almost looks black, I think, doesn't it, girls? But it is, I think it's because I just re-inked this right before, well, this afternoon when I was playing with my stuff. Oh, wait, leave this open. We got to get it, the big airplane. So the big airplane, same thing. I'm going to take my ink pad to the big stamp. My dad worked for, he grew up in Pennsylvania, and then he graduated from high school and went right into the Navy. And then when he came out of the Navy, he came to St. Louis, where he met my mom, and started working for McDonnell Douglas. So I know if he was here, this would definitely be the card for him this year, because he was that's where he retired from. Okay, so the planes, this is, if you need a masculine set, girls, oh, this is such a good, and guys, I should start saying stampers. Stampers, if you need a masculine, if you have a hard time with masculine cards, this is such a great bundle, and make sure you order it at the same time. And if you love it, order it on Tuesday, add a few cardstock and some ink to it, and you will get free shipping. So don't forget about that. All right. I did this for us already, but this is green tape that I get from scrapbooking.com. And I use it whenever I'm cutting out an image. So that's what you see right there. So I would have taped this down and then ran this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and through the magic of television. Came out like this. And then I put dimensionals all over it because I love dimensionals. I'm going to bring in my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to pop these little backs off. And you can see there, do you see underneath? That's why, see that other image right there, the plane? That's when you're stamping, girls, you always are going to have a more enjoyable experience when you're stamping cards if your ink pads are nicely inked or juicy. And so it looked okay. I don't know if you can see through the dimensionals, but I knew that it would look better freshly inked like that. So there's definitely a difference. So when you order an ink pad, girls, make sure you're ordering the re-inker to go with it. Oh, Kathy, look at you. Now they have a dispense. I will have to get that. Thank you for that sweet tip, Kathy. We go through a lot of that tape at my stamp classes. All right. So there's my vintage just stamped. Now this would also be fun to color in with blends, but for quick and easy cards, you can't beat stamping Night of Navy, Smoky Slate. And then we're going to add a little bit of adhesive. And then let me show you these adorable trinkets. Oh no, I'm going to stamp the inside. So with my basic white inside 4x4, I'm going to put this cute little airplane. And I'm also going to stamp one on my envelope. Adorable. And then we're also going to put, although you're the best, plain and simple, that's for my sweetie, but I'm going to do this. My son-in-law, Mike and Kelly are married, and they have little baby Vera, who we got to watch last night. She's seven months now. He's pretty good. He's being a great daddy too, so he might get this card also. All right. This goes on the inside. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the trinkets. Now I want to show you something funny. Like I kept thinking, do you see how this has like a star pattern on it? I was playing with these and I thought I want to use these on my cards tonight, which I thought they were kind I couldn't really, I don't know, it didn't make sense to me. See how the star flowery asterisk looking? And then all of a sudden they flipped over. This is the way it's supposed to go when you use it for the playing card. Do you see? So I hope you can see it there. Aren't they cool? So awesome. So I'm going to take, I think you could use glue dots, but I just decided to add a little bit something more. So I'm going to do one at the top. I kind of lined it up with this top layer right here, girls. Janet, this is called a bookbinding card. And then I'm going to do one at the bottom and then one in the center. And if you're making these, you know, with a glue, you've got to let it set still. And I'm going to grab, I got these little tweezers and it made it so easy. There's that one. Oop. This kind of feels like Operation. Remember the old game Operation? I think it's still out there. Me doing this and trying to. There we go. There's the last one. Isn't that cool? Now that glue, that little excess of glue, that will dry clear so you won't see it. I just thought it made, it would hold on to those. They have a little bit of weight to them. So that's why I decided to use the glue, but I think a glue dot might be okay. So there you go. Let me flip this around. Oh, sorry. Oh, now it's not going to play nice. There we go. I hope you like the cards that are the card that I made tonight, the Adventurous Sky playing card. And also I hope you like the cards that I showed from my stamp classes and also the swap cards. And like I said earlier, if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like an annual catalog, I'm happy to pop one in the mail to you. You just need to send me maybe a private message and let me know that you'd like a catalog and also that I would need your address. Or if you live in our area, you're also welcome to come to my Zion Lutheran is where I'm the secretary. It's off of 270. You're welcome to come to Zion and pick one up for me there. So save me a little bit of postage on that. Don't forget, Tuesday, $75 order, free shipping. And then the starter kit special, if you have questions about that or you need information about it, it runs through May 31st. It is a fantastic offer. And like I said, if you want to do what I do, I would love to have you on my team. But also, if you would like to join just for the discount, I'd love to have you on my team also. And I have a team. We're now up over 40 wonderful women. And I'd love to have you on my team. So thank you, everyone. And thanks for all the sweet compliments. And I hopefully will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Have a great week. God's blessings. Bye-bye.